Another day, another great show for you. Thanks everybody for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about he's just not that into you. I get a DM. Believe it or not, I read my DMs. Uh-oh, is there a lag? Hello. Okay. We're back. Sorry for the interruption. Believe it or not, I read my DMs. And I read my subscribers first. I go through all of the people that sub to my pages. I always read those guys first. Girls, I should say. It's mostly women now. It used to be men. It used to be men. Now it's almost all women, which is fine. Good. Anyways, the question came up in my DM that said something along these lines. It said, "Hello, Russ. What does it mean when a guy doesn't text you for 2 months and then comes up out of nowhere and wants to hang out?" I'm abbreviating, of course. When a guy just disappears and comes back. What that means, ma'am, is that he's just not that into you. He thinks he can do better than you. So, if they're spotty, communication sparse, he's too busy all the time. Real men that make money are busy, and they're about it. That makes sense. But if he's busy all the time, we gotta get out of here. If he's busy all the time, he doesn't text you back, he disappears for a couple of months, he's just not that into you. If he disappears for 2 months, and then he comes back and he's like, "Hey, what's up? How you been? Let's get together sometime soon." He's not that into you. That's what that means. Okay? So, you're just dating a man who, thinks he can do better. Hold on. The AC is hot here. 1 second. I'm just turning the AC on. Okay. I realized I'm in a high rise here in LA. When the sun comes beating down on you, it gets hot. Anyways, 2 months. Anyways, if he doesn't text you first, he's not that into you. He's got other options. You see what I'm saying? And what that means for you is first of all, it should be abundantly obvious if the man is into you or not. And if he's not that into you, simply keep your options open. That's the best thing you can do. And in fact, when you do that, it's likely that you'll win. You get what I'm saying? If you keep your options open too, you'll win at dating. There is nothing more gripping to a man to make him stick, than the thought of him thinking you're with another man. That's how you make him stick. So, if he himself is, spotty, you be more spotty. Make it a competition. All right? This way, he can get a little taste of his own medicine. All right? And also, you get the double benefit of, making room for people that would appreciate you and your time. Should you be faulted for that? You see what I'm saying? Should you save space in your heart for somebody that thinks they can do better? Or whatever they think. So, make it a competition. This way, you can make it, you don't have to be so, inconspicuous about it. If y'all are dating, y'all just met, you're dating or whatever, there's a way to maneuver it so that you're not rude. But, if it's obvious that he's not that into you, maybe you shouldn't be as into him. You see what I'm saying? Don't be so quick on the jump. That way, he recognizes he better step up. And if he doesn't, then you're good. You got options. Y'all see? You guys get it? There's a way for you to win this. All right? I'm ghosted. Again, same thing. Miss Elaine, he's just not that into you. That's what that means. And you're only doing yourself a disservice if you're casually dating to just be seeing one person. You know what I mean? I get your proclivity to, but until that shit's official or whatever y'all doing, you just got to remember that's what y'all doing. And that's okay. That's cool. Just, keep it that way until it's not that way. All right? All right. Why men pull away and come back. Again, ses joya. What that means is that he thinks he can do better than you, man. If he pulls away and then comes back, he's like, oh, I got her, it's easy, whatever. I'm going to go out and find another woman, pursue some other woman, whatever. And they'll do that. Men do that. But then just simply, why don't you just go out and date other men? He's pulling away, you pull away further. He's out not responding to your text with God knows who, probably that hoe. Then you should go out too. Who's the bigger hoe? Let's see who can be the bigger hoe. Okay, that was a little too far. But you get what I'm saying. Get out there. Don't wait around. All right? Two can play at that game. That's right. You can be that hoe too if you need to be. He'll come like this. But why? You did this first. I'm just better at it than you. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you get it? You can win that. Each ha has $1,000. That's probably true. Let's see. What if they keep canceling on dates? Then he thinks he can do better than you. And that just means that you need to get out there, sis. Show him that you can beat him at touch and go communication. You can win that by getting out there. You're like, well, I got too many days to count. I had 2 more after this anyways. So, see you next week. That's how you win, folks. If he thinks he can do better than you, let him try. And then show him that you can do better than him. That's a good advice. That will work. All right? You can win. It's obsession or nothing. But again, listen. Nothing will make a man more obsessed than the thought of you being with another man. If he thinks he can get you or has gotten with you, let's say, Bible study or whatever. And then the thought of you with another man, even if he was like, the thought of you with another man is going to drive him nuts. He'll put a ring on it. Stat. God. So, 2 can play at that game. Show him you can win that game too. It's easier for you. It's natural. You're natural. This happened to me. Hang on a second. Let me get a chapstick or something. Hang on. Oh, there's your chat. Okay, let's see here. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Where are we? Keto chapstick? No, I don't know what this chapstick is. I like this brand though. Hello, folks. 2 can play at that game. And that's the answer. If he's not that into you, just show him that you can be just as much, or if not more, not that into him. And you can win that. Keep score. All right? Hello, guys. Why dry shampoo? Why dry shampoo? If you have to ask me why dry shampoo, you're not using it. Not every day constitutes an everything shower. Okay? Some days you just gotta Slap it together. Medium ready. All right? Get you some dry. You better get you some dry shampoo. Change your life. Okay. Are guys with their lives together avoidant of women with colorful hair? I don't know. You gotta have some people have a proclivity to that. I kind of like it, personally. That's probably something. That might be a red flag in me or something. I don't know. You know, frogs in the wild show you like that they're poisonous if you eat them. You know, by being so colorful. Maybe that's the same with people. You better don't. You better don't, folks. Oh, man. Thanks to you, I found my future husband at Home Depot. That's where you get him. When do you recognize your own red flag? When you recognize, yeah, it's like your like a core memory unlock, like your frontal lobe finally develops. Wait a second. Okay. Are you married? No. How long does it take for a man to know she's the one? Here's the thing. Men are ready when they're ready. You ever date a man for 3 years and then y'all break up because he's not ready to commit, and then 6 months later that man's engaged? You get what I'm saying? If that man's not ready, there's nothing you can do short of saving his life, and even then to get him to commit to you, ma'am. He'll just happily ride that wave for as long as it lasts, and then it ends, and then he'll just marry the barista. So, give him an ultimatum. I got 6 months left in me in this. So, line in the sand, folks. Give him an ultimatum. There's eligible bachelors walking around everywhere, shopping and stuff. I could be shopping with an eligible bachelor right now. But instead, I'm with your ass for 6 months, 5 months, 5 months and 29 days, actually. So, chop, chop. All right? Let's get it together, folks. There we go. Next, come find me, or I'm going to find you. Well, Caroline. My goodness. Who said that? Was that Caroline? No. Deja D. Easy, baby. That's crazy. I'm so glad you're on here. Hello. Okay, I'm a little bit chubby, and it's difficult for me to find a man because of that. Yeah, so here's the thing. Guys are visual. Now, there are men that like all shapes and sizes. Lucky for you, all right? Men like, some guys like skinny girls, some guys like curves, whatever, all right? Some guys like thick. It's just variety and taste. But that being said, everybody likes healthy. Straight up. If you're unhealthy, don't matter who you are, unhealthy is not attractive. Just, you don't want to be around unhealthy. All right, so do the best you can. Exercise obviously should be a part of your routine. Don't be sitting around all day. Humans weren't built for that. Get out there, get your steps in, whatever. All right, put your steps in where rich people hang out. The country club. All right, and then kill 2 birds with 1 stone. How about that? All right. Hey, hello. Hang on. Somebody's trying to get on my live. Listen, guys, if I wanted to hear your not so well thought out opinion, I would have invited you. Please don't jump in, because I'm just going to decline it anyways. There's I can name maybe 2 people on one hand, 2 people, 3 people most that I would do lives with. Because I don't want to just sit there and be polite. This is my one damn outlet. Can I just get a break All right? Instead of smiling at you and nodding. Shira's one. Yeah, Shira's one. We might do one. I actually talked to her today. We might do one coming up soon. Oh, man. Getting avoidant to give me money. Yeah, there's nothing. There's like a tale as old as time. It's like nothing lasts longer than an anxious attachment and an avoidant attachment. Individuals. Those people's relationship will last through the ages. You guys know what I'm talking about. Your auntie or whatever has had this on again, off again boyfriend for the last 25 years. They might as well be married. They might be already in some sort of civil marriage. I don't know. You just it's a little complicated. Auntie June just doesn't have it figured out really, But they seem happy most times, so I don't know. There's always those types, God, maybe they got it figured out. Y'all just need big breaks like a slingshot. My aunt has that. See, called it. You're an anxious attachment. Well, there you go. You just find yourself an avoidant man, and you will be on a lifelong roller coaster, let me tell you. Let's see here. How do you feel about those podcast alpha dude guys? Okay, so a lot of people call me that. Do you guys realize that? There are women right now that look at me as like I'm some sort of alpha male podcast type. They saw my content like from some years ago, because I used to be to straight up tell my personal dating stories, and people look at me like I'm that. And to be honest with you, those guys, the podcast guys, have asked me to go on their stuff a lot, actually. All the big ones. And listen, guys, it's just like with the live streams. I like this because it's one way. I can just say it one way. Going on somebody else, I'm not saying I won't ever, but just going on somebody else's podcast and some of the shit they say, I swear to God, I think all of those dudes are gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay or whatever, but why do you have to make an argument for why you want women around? You get what I'm saying? Why do you have to even make a case? I feel like if you're making a case for why you should want a woman around, you must be gay. There's no way you're not. Do you see what I'm saying? Well, what do you bring for the table? Why should I even bother with you, dating you? I'm a man. I shouldn't have to, shouldn't have to prove myself to you. It's why are you fucking arguing? Who are you arguing with? Who are you trying to sell this to? You see what I'm saying? Who is this for? You're definitely doing this for other men, and you're also just trying to convince women why you shouldn't be around them for other men. That's gay. And it's fine to be gay. But you should at least put a rainbow flag or something on the table so everybody's not so confused. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Just admit it. Why are you trying to tell women why they're not good enough to be around you? I promise you, if they're sitting at that table for 2 minutes, they already know why they don't want to be around you. You don't even have to explain it. You see? They're like, oh, fuck. Have you ever looked at those women on those podcasts? They're sitting there, and it's all oh, yeah, what an opportunity for me to be on a big show. And then within 35 fucking seconds, they're looking around I've made a big mistake. What the fuck? It's on there. You can just read their body language. They're oh, shit. This is going to last fucking 6 hours? Am I a prisoner here? You see what I'm saying? And then the men there are just convincing them as to why men should even care about women. It's do you not want women? Do you not want a woman around? What are you talking about, dude? It's giving gay. And there's nothing wrong with that, like I said. Nothing wrong with being gay. But just telling women that they're not good enough for other men's entertainment so that you can attract men, it seems gay to me. It just seems hella gay. Nothing wrong with it if you are. I'm not saying there's a problem with being gay. It just seems like you're hiding something. You know what I mean? Like you're like all the way in the closet. And that's all right. Nothing wrong with that, too. Everybody comes out in their own time. But it's always those guys that are the most vigilant about preaching some sermon about some shit. Think about it. It's always the anti-gay congressmen that secretly have a boyfriend. You know, I promise you, in 10 years, all these alpha male podcasts are all going to have boyfriends. Or husbands, and whatever, depending on what state they're in. All right? And that's fine. Cool. I'm happy for your love. But just admit it. You know, save yourself some time. Oh, man. It's always somebody, you know what I mean? It's always the guys that are just the most gung-ho about some shit, you know? You know what I'm talking about. It's always those guys that are a little bit too, like you taking this way too serious. Something's happening here. Like, admit it, you know? We're going to find out eventually anyways. Let's just skip a few years. All right. Anyways. Okay. Are you a Libra? Yes. Yes, I am. They're always stingy and mean too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unnecessarily. There's this guy. God, I can't say his name because he's like a big guy in LA. He's like a mixed dude. I can't say it. You guys are gonna figure it out. You guys are too smart. Anyways, he's a mixed dude. He works out at a pretty popular like athletics gym here in LA. Hang on, let me get you guys some juice. I got an extra one right here. Anyways, he's at a mixed. What do you call those gyms? Those fitness gyms where people jumping around and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, anyways, he's at one of those gyms, and he's got this little assistant, and he just. Here, I'm trying to plug this in for you so you guys can still. All right, we back. Got some power going. All right. Sorry about the interruption, folks. Anyways, he's at one of those mixed gyms that, you know, you're jumping around or whatever. And he's like a quintessential straight guy, you know, athlete. But he's got this little cute little female assistant. And he just lays into her so hard over the dumbest shit. Like, at this gym, just fucking lays into her. And then one of the trainers pull him aside and is like, and I mean, everybody kind of knows he's like secretly gay and he's just frustrated. It's obvious. And one of the trainers pulls him aside and is like, hey man, it's just not cool for you to be talking to her like that. And by the way, like, you know, obviously this is coming from a different place. Like, you know, it's okay to be who you need to be and who you are, and nobody's going to judge you and all this shit. It's so obvious. It's just always they're mean and stingy because they're secretly gay and they're frustrated at themselves. That's it. That's literally it. And I've just never seen the value of telling a woman that, I don't know, she's not pretty enough or not feminine enough or not whatever fucking requirement she needs enough so that you can prove that you're better or some shit, you see? Because here's the thing, men by default want the women. They just want you by default. So like, you don't really even have to do much. You could just exist and men will want you, you know? And that's the kind of that's the magic of women. That's kind of like your that's like your superpower or whatever. And I think that for a lot of guys, that's frustrating because they don't have that. It's very hard for them to have that sort of ability. They don't really. It's very rare. You know, some men are, okay, sure, beautiful men, whatever. But for the most part, it's more about being accomplished and like well put together men. And that takes like a lifetime of work to make that real for yourself. And I guess that's frustrating for a lot of guys. So then they jump on these podcasts and say, oh, well, these women are just so stupid in their decision making because I'm a real man in my mind and therefore she should really appreciate me. And that's all red pill podcasting, alpha male podcasting is. In my mind, I think I'm the best and women just don't understand. They're so stupid. And if they were with a real man like me. and a open relationship on my end, then she would know. That's what it sounds like. And it's just like, how many times you say the same shit? And also, you're secretly gay. You see what I'm saying? That's all it really is. Who are you trying to convince? You know? And it's like the answer is themselves. They're just convincing themselves. And their poor 12-year-old boy listeners, they're like, yeah, there's my middle school crush won't like me either. And she just doesn't understand because I'm a real alpha male. She just, that's all it is. It's a big fucking circle jerk. God. And so what am I going to do? Get on their podcast, in their studio, in their building, and argue with them? It'd just be like, I'll show you. Because I'm not going to, nothing that I say is going to change their hearts on the matter. It's just simply going to remain the same. And then they're just going to keep on going to bed lonely at night. or with some low confidence woman that is just is so, weak that she just accepts anything from any man. That's crazy to me. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to answer some questions. I'm getting a little off topic about this stuff, but that's how I feel. Thoughts on closure. I'm thoroughly convinced that 99% of people's closure is just one last Bible study session. And I get it. You know what I mean? The birds do it, the bees do it, whatever. But most of y'all say closure, and it just means like hanky-panky to me. And let's just admit it. Let's just own it. Say, I'm going to one last hoe session, and then we're good. Just admit it. In fact, I think you might even get better results. You don't have to trick your therapist and be like, I just needed closure, but it really meant Bible study. You see what I'm saying? Let's just lead with that. Let's be truthful. All right? And I get it. It's okay. No judgment here, boo-boo. It's all good. Just saying. I think some of y'all convince yourself it's other words than it is. Clever way of wording it. All right? And that's all right. And that being said, one last ride, cowgirl, and then okay, gotta tide you over till next week or whatever for the girls' night. I'm all for it. What perfume do you usually use? I have a few actually. Right now I'm wearing Bleu de Chanel, but I have one of my own actually, my own Russell Hartley cologne. Thanks guys. The Bleu de Chanel is one of my favorites though. The accuracy. I know guys, come on. You don't think I know this stuff? Can guys do long distance? Yeah, he's just going to have another girlfriend. So as long as you're okay with having the knowledge that he has another girlfriend and you're willing to pretend like you don't know, then long distance is great. That doesn't mean you can't have another boyfriend though, because like I said, long distance is great. All right? You're going to have area codes. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of guys in a lot of different area codes that will do a lot more for you than there are girls that in a lot of different area codes that will do for him, let me tell you. All right? Some of y'all are already ahead of the game with Venmo in your bio or whatnot. Fine. Get your bag. All right? I've always said make your money. That's right. Let's see here. Teach me. I am teaching you. Pay attention. Get your notes. Y'all should bring your notepads. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 o'clock. You better carry your notepad with you. I am teaching you. Hear it from a man. Harsh truths about dating. Hear it from a man. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hate speech and hateful behaviors. Oh, good Lord. I just got banned on Instagram or TikTok for hate speech and hateful behaviors. Yeah, right. Let's see. Let's see where I'm at. March 27th. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, anyways, carrying on. I'll win those appeals. It's a ridiculous thing. Sometimes people can report you and it'll get you taken away. Ridiculous. Okay, let's see here. The podcasters. We'll see. It might be. Maybe the gay thing, but it's not but I didn't use it derogatorily. I'll probably win the appeal. I'm not worried about it. Don't worry, guys. March 27th, my birthday. Happy birthday. It's so sensitive over there. That's all right. We'll get it back. Can feel the hate radiating through the screen. Yeah. So much hate. It's all right. People will come over to Instagram. They know better. Yeah, they'll fix it. Yeah, it's all good. Let's see here. It was Karen. No, I don't think so. I think it's just TikTok will just, let's see. The show must go on, folks. Don't worry about that. Under review, yeah. We're good. We'll be back on TikTok. I'll just tell everybody to switch over. Okay, moving on. A Alpha Male podcaster got hurt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Don't worry about it. Okay. Hello, everyone. What happened? Oh, nothing happened. Just Instagram, TikTok gave me they've banned my live temporarily. It's okay. I'll win it back. All right. Been taking care of my mom with dementia these last 4 years. Haven't been dating. A little nervous now. Yeah, you got to get back out there. Just like with anything else, guys, it takes practice. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Always the gross guys. Yeah, okay. So try to keep up. So anyways, yeah, get back out there. It takes practice. Dating, like anything else, is a skill. You got to practice. Being social is a skill. You'll definitely, if you don't use it, you lose it. You'll definitely feel you'll be a little rusty at it. It's okay. It's all good. You'll get it back in no time. Okay, my ex cheated on me. How do you get back out there? Man, just get yourself outside. What do you mean? Get back out there. Start online. Dating apps help. All right? Get a couple practice notches under your belt. Okay? And then just go from there. Okay? It's nice to have a girls guy for real. Girls guys. It's nice to have a girl. Oh, right. You're talking about me? Yeah. So I've been doing this show for 5 years now, literally 5 years, and I used to be mostly men that asked me questions in here. It was a long time ago. No, well, 4 years ago, and I would just answer the questions for the men, but then suddenly women discovered my content and have been ever since been in the majority of my life, which I actually prefer. Because you know what else? Since I'm banned on TikTok, I might as well tell you anyways. Guys don't actually want to learn. And by the way, full caveat here, since we're here, between us girls or whatever, I don't really think of my stuff as advice so much. I think it's more entertainment. All right, there's some wisdom in there. I'm an adult man. I can give you some what I think advice. But I'm also not your therapist, So just some guy on the internet. Take it with a grain of salt. But it's just also, it's mostly for the fun of it. All right? I'm like your best friend that gives you evil advice sometimes. Like an older brother. Something like that. I am being honest, and it's funny to me, But don't look at it as the gospel. Just appreciate, enjoy. Good. Okay. Hello, guys. Live on TikTok, or Instagram, banned on TikTok. My God. How many times a week should we Bible study? Well, that is up to you, man. As much as your libido and partner can handle. All right. Sure do. Hello, guys. Of course. Definitely gives older brother vibes, yeah, sure. Okay. Hello from California. Hello, I'm in California. I'm in LA. Harsh truths about dating. How's it going? Russ. First date, the man's want... Okay, hang on. Russ, first date, the man wants to fly you out, take care of your travel needs for a first date. Is there any automatic thoughts as he's tapping your sugar dish? Well, listen. If you're willing to go out and meet a man, I'm not saying there are expectations necessarily. Don't go there with... He shouldn't be thinking that he's definitely going to get something, you know what I mean? However, that being said, obviously you're not going all the way out to meet this man if that wasn't on the table, okay? But what I do highly recommend, no matter the situation, financial situation or otherwise, is always make sure that the flights, both flights and return flights are booked, and you have the accommodations of whatever hotel you're staying at in your name. Do not fly one way to meet a man and stay at his house. That's crazy. That's like actually insane. And a lot of girls are reckless about this because they're excited and they forget or they don't think about it. And the next thing you know, you pull up to this man and he has one of those half addresses where he kind of lives behind the house that he looks like he's in all the time. And then y'all sharing a single mattress, and there's like an egg carton on the floor with like a TV also on the floor. Like that could happen to you, man. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you got your own accommodations booked in your name at a reputable and known hotel. Make sure that you have your own drivers you've selected for yourself, and also make sure you have your return flight booked, let me tell you. And there's insurance on the flight. Take it from me, that will save you a lot. And just the peace of mind alone will help you enjoy the trip better. Watch and learn. All right? Or get trafficked. That's right. Hell no. Right. Now, if you find some handsome man on the internet or whatever, and you guys hit it off, and you fly out there, and y'all do whatever adults do, whatever. Okay, but just because he's flying you out doesn't mean you're now hooking or whatever, because that's not the case. Oh, I can say that now just on Instagram. And make sure you're always sharing your location with somebody. Yeah, that's just girling 101, right? Thoughts on New York? I like it in the spring and fall. In the summer, it's way too hot and it smells. God, you're walking along New York, and then there's and just anywhere in New York, and you just go by that alley in the summer, and it's just like accosted. Ugh. God. And it's so humid, and my hair could never. And the winter's too cold. You got one outfit, layers. But the spring and fall are great. Perfect. Just purchased my home, and men are in my DMs talking about coming over. Yeah, something about buying a home. It's like putting like honey out, and then all the like bottom feeding insects just go and just fly to you. Next thing you know, you're gonna have like an adoption shelter, like a shelter for men in your house. Like you're like all these rescues. Do you want that? Do you want to be a rescue for men? All right. They got to have their own house too, though. And then you can answer those DMs. All right. Yeah, homosexuals, that's right. Hello, guys. Yeah, you gotta have rescues. You know, you're gonna have men coming in and out of your house, living there, whatever, till their next, to their, you know, they get some job applications out, or till their brother hooks them up with a job at the factory, or like, you know, they gotta just need a little help getting on their feet. They're gonna set up shop in your life until they can go off and find their forever homes, which won't be yours either, anyways. So you might as well just make sure that, you know, you're on an even level with someone else. Make sure they got a house too. Can we just all be her girlfriends? We just swap weeks like a timeshare, like sister wives. You guys want to be sister wives? Is that what you want? I don't know. Some of y'all are real jealous. Lots of Build-A-Bears out there. Yeah, they'll be if they find out you got good credit, they're gonna be all over you. Next thing you know, you'll be signing off the car notes on their motorcycle or whatever, helping them make the payments sometimes. Any advice to identify if he's got a good candidate? Okay. It is a good question. Martha says, any advice on how to identify if he's a good candidate to start dating? Yes, a thorough a background check and a financial history. Fill out this credit report. I need to see your FICO score or whatever. Nothing is better than a man with some fiscal responsibility. All right? He's got a good history of making the payments. All right? That's what you need to see. He hasn't missed a car note payment in ever. Okay? That's what you need, folks. Trust, responsibility, sexy man stuff. Can you play that piano? Yeah, sometimes. Let's see. Maybe I'll do that since I'm banned on Instagram. I might be able to do something like that. I was banned on TikTok. Maybe I'll play a little piano. Why not? You guys see me from there? Okay, something like this. You guys see me? Okay. see if I can do a different one for you guys. How's that? It's okay. A little rusty. It's been a minute, but not bad. Not bad. CL lost half my viewers, so it's all right. Okay, I got one more minute left. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, I got one more question in me, and then I gotta go. So, let's see. Is it my time? Thanks everybody for joining me. I'm sure I'll get back on TikTok in no time. Got to be careful over there. That's all. Love that song. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody. How long should we wait to see we are not put in the sleeper category? Oh, you remember the term sleeper? Yeah. So that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. You're not really gonna know. That's the problem. It's the only way you're gonna really know is if he tells you straight up that he's looking for something serious and he's looking, for marriage. So unless he's dropping hints on that early on, it's very likely you're a sleeper. Sorry. There's way more sleepers than keepers. You know what I mean? And it's all about his timing. Okay? What he wants before he's even in a relationship with you. All right? Okay. Thanks everybody for joining me. That's been my show. I will be on again on Monday. Oh, no. Jesus Christ. Tuesday, but I might do something special on Saturday with someone you know. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll see you guys on Tuesday.